man, Claressa Shields gets a lot of hate, and that comes with the territory. You get a lot of dick riders too to accompany your hate. In her case, though, it's pretty lopsided on the hate spectrum for her. And I made a joke. I go, man, you guys side with Layla for her. You side with Bumgardner over. You guys just think they look good. Like, it's not based on merit and all that. But I get it. In a sense, I can relate because you could look at me with the scruffy beard right now and the long hair and the baggy hoodie and look at this dude, and sometimes the surface things we show to people make people take us at face value, and they don't look at the depth we have beneath your first impression of us, and that's why first impressions are a mother. So Layla Ali, she knows how to carry herself in a certain way that apparently people like more than Claressa, and all that, and so everyone's on her side. But I don't know. I still look at Claressa as this generational athlete, like FloJo in the 90s and Serena Williams, and she's that to me. And Claressa's real, for better or worse, And I think she gets a little too much. I'm not saying what people may critique about, but a lot of it is outside of the ring stuff. Because there's really nothing to critique in the ring. The only critique in the ring is that the weight classes she fights at aren't as deep as the weight classes of the lower weights, because that's just women's body and everything. But I agree with you. She would have beaten Ali at any age. And I think she gets flack for expressing a lot of the things that other people's favorite fighters feel the same as her. It's just she doesn't do the coach speak. Like a lot of the fighters, they've adopted what I see in the NFL and NBA, coach speak. Cliches, not really saying a lot, kind of shitball in the media, not giving them nothing to run with. And her, all that pettiness people criticize and the narcissism and the taking slights where she could find them anywhere, that's Terrence Crawford. That's Floyd Mayweather. That's Tom Brady, Michael. They all do that. The difference is she's really expressive and real about it. She lets you know every ounce of pettiness in her, and I actually enjoy that, especially as a media guy. I'm like, yes, keep going. Tell me more about how these girls can't mess with you and how this girl, so that. And it's funny, people go, there you go, simping for Claressa. And I'm like, well, you guys are simping for Layla Ali and Bumgardner. I'm not simping. I'm giving the GWOAT her just due. She's the best, whether you like it or not. And I guess that's that for me.
There it is, man.
A little bit of that rose that grew from the concrete thing, like Pac.
Yeah.
Where you could look at Tupac spitting at people in the Red Wings jersey, or you could say, hey, this person came from some shit and really made something of themselves and is special in their own regard.
I think, when it comes to Claressa, you got to get past the expectation. The expectation because she's a woman, the expectation, because, the other female boxers are a certain way, and she doesn't. She certainly is in a class of her own. A lot like some of the men that box, But I think that
she's defended her titles abroad. She's been #1 pound for pound, and she said, I'll be the B-side in a sense to Savannah Marshall to get that smoke. She sold out arenas in her hometown without Arum, without Heyman, without Turkey, without she's gotten it from the mud. I remember being on a bus going to Canelo Smith and some very big boxing writers that I respect laughing. She'll never make $1 million in women's boxing. And I remember being like, yes, she will. Yes, and she has. So, and what you said, when people are more used, they like the way Katie Taylor or Amanda Serrano or the way they carry themselves. I understand that. I have a slightly different take. I appreciate honesty, realness, and being expressive over vanilla. Anybody could be vanilla. Anybody could say, like, it's going to be a good fight, play the respectful role. And by the way, I think that's mainly how Katie and Amanda are. I don't think that's a shtick. I'm not saying that. But I have a slightly different take. Like, give me an honest, expressive human being who has some good, got some bad, some ugly, some pretty, over just vanilla. Over just playing it safe, saying the cliches. And that's just me.